Okay, so the problem we want to solve is basically pollution. Pollution, but more specifically, the electronic waste pollution. Electronic waste is a global challenge. It grows 3 times faster than other types of waste, and when improperly disposed, it's hazardous. But the actual recycling rate is very low. But we can solve this problem. The connection between the turtle in the ocean and the children playing in the middle of e-waste is our economic model. It's the linear economy. But we need to change to a circular economy. That's why we created Circular Brain. It's a clean tech that creates digital solutions for transition from the linear to circular economy. Our first product is Think Circular, the first digital ecosystem for electronics lifecycle management of the world. But why should electronics be circular? Only in the commodities, the world wastes about $65 billion per year. But circularity could create more than $230 billion market by 5 years. But that's not easy because it's a very complex process. But how Think Circular works? We connect to the whole market through a digital ecosystem, creating a multi-sided network effect, where one player presence in the system exponentially adds value to all the other players. Think Circular is an intuitive cloud platform that makes all complexity of this transition very simple. All over a traceability algorithm certified by blockchain that provides proof of disposal and a balance for recycling credits. So where we are, fasten your seatbelts because we are about to accelerate. We launched it last year in December with a pre-seed investment of $250,000, and we run MVP in 2020, and we are launching a full system in November. So by the end of 2021, we will have at least 11 recycling operations in Brazil and 166 extended producer responsibilities programs. And by 5 years, we will have 134 recyclers and more than 1,000 producers programs. So if we reach those milestones, we'll reach a $16 million gross revenue by 2025. So to make it happen, we built a very strong executive team and a very diverse dev team from UX design up to data science. So large customers are already using our ecosystem, and important recyclers in Brazil and other regions are also being negotiated. But we are not here only about the money. Our project impacts 12 of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals on the United Nations Global Compact. So, yeah, go ahead. We are finished. So, Circular World, join us. And that's me, Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus, thank you so much for this wonderful presentation. Very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, the point that we are limited in time.
No problem.
Some questions? Any questions? Or it's clear? Is it clear to everyone?
I hope it's clear enough.
It's clearish. Clearish. I'm missing the key value proposition, sir. Just give it to me in 15 seconds or less.
Yeah, so the value proposition is promoting electronics recycling. Only less than 20% is recycled around the world, and we are polluting the world about that. So the value proposition is we create volumes to recyclers, and we reduce compliance costs for producers. So both feed each other in the cycle.
Got it. How do you bring value to this process? What is your key thing that makes this work?
Yeah, the first thing is our business model is on the transaction fee. So recyclers are not exponential in the system, but the negotiations in the ecosystem are very exponential because there are large electronics producers all around the world, specifically in Brazil, which we have a geographically huge country, and the logistic costs are pretty high because the operations are located more in the southeast area of the country, but the necessity of the producers are all around. For example, we have cell phones being sold all around the country. We need to collect because reverse logistics legislation are growing exponentially all around the world. So in Brazil, by 5 years, all the producers are must collect about 20% of their production in 5 years. So 20% per year. So it starts from 1% next year, goes up to 20% by producer per year. And that's being regulated by the authorities, not only in Brazil. In Europe, it's already 65% of the production volume must be collected. In Brazil, it's about 20%, and India is about 45%.